Hello everyone, Anne here, the little Frenchie in Big Texas. Welcome to my channel. So today is a homeschooling video and I'd like to share my experience with you and discuss with you what to do or what I did when facing a roadblock pretty much on homeschooling. Having two girls telling me, no mom, I don't want to do it anymore. No, I don't get it. I don't understand it. This book is not good. I don't like math. I hate math. Yeah, it went that bad. So I have been using this book here. That's what I used for second grade. So that was the pink color, level B. And we went through the whole book during second grade. I really like the book myself, but I'm not a kid. I think it's actually really well done. It goes into different, you've got chapters with a lot of practice. It has a lot of practice, but you've got, like if you look here, estimating sums. So you've got the lesson, some practical exercises, and on the next page, you have more practice. And at the end of each chapter, you have a little test to see if the kid understood the concepts or not. So it's all kind of black and white without any fun exercises, you know, like no coloring, no. And at the end, they completely blocked this year. I went through the first 3 chapters and couldn't get through. And the worst is that it was concepts we had already learned last year, and they were more or less reviewing, adding more complexity. What we did for the hundreds, now it was thousands, but it was nothing new. We hadn't even reached the multiplications, which is the big thing for this year. So I started to worry. I let it pause a bit. I changed chapter. I went into the clock. There's a whole chapter on measuring clock and so on, and they know the clock. So, but even then, they were like, no, mom, I don't want to do it. So after 3 weeks like that and trying to push it because I didn't want to not do anything either, I decided to give it a try to another method, which I have tried for handwriting because I had the same last year with handwriting. They didn't like the book. It was boring. It was just black and white, nothing fun. It's all about fun at this age, huh? So I went to The Good and the Beautiful, given that's what I had for handwriting and they loved it. Just because every time at the end you've got a little coloring or drawing exercise. That makes the whole practice of handwriting first go very smooth. So I said, okay, let's try the math because they have a different approach. So I got the third, it's not exactly third grade, they do it differently. I don't think they follow the curriculum on The Good and the Beautiful. I first got only one book because I wanted to check whether I was gonna like it and whether they were gonna like it as well. And they love it. They love it. So it's presented in a completely different way. So first of all, as you can see here, you have colors, which is very important. And you have fun exercises as well. And they teach it through a story. So here, the first thing is 2 kids in a village in China that are going to count lanterns for their festival. And you go on counting, rounding numbers. They're teaching the kids on how to read numbers with the mountains in the Himalayas. I actually like it. We're discovering geography, you know, at the same time, but it's a completely different approach. See, they're making them write numbers here with the saying China has that many different species of butterflies and they have to write the number they read. I mean, it's just the first lesson, it's easy and so on, but it's colorful pictures, different approach, and it goes into review every time what they learned previously without having too many exercises. Because in that book here, for addition, for instance, they could have had 30 additions in the back of the lessons page. So at the end, okay, they do 5, 10, and they're done. They don't want to do 30, you know. This one here, The Good and the Beautiful, they don't have that much yet. We've just done the first 3 lessons. And they were not happy to have to share the book, so I just ordered a new book for my second girl, because there is quite a bit of things for the kids to write at the same time in the book. So far I'm hoping we unblocked the blockage here. It also comes with a little box here that they found so exciting. Games, but it's just some practical stuff, you know, about geometry, building shapes. We already played with the dices, different dices. You've got a measuring thing, basic, but that's fun. So you have to find the right curriculum for your kid and what they like, because if they don't like it, they're gonna like mine, I'm afraid. Maybe yours won't, but mine kind of blocked and didn't want to do it anymore. And even if I forced it, because I can do it, but then they're not receptive, you know, they're not gonna want to learn, and then if they don't want to learn, they're gonna hate the material, and I don't want them to hate math, because I honestly think math is fun, especially, I mean, that level is just easy, fun things, you know. So hoping this will help. We're gonna go in back to back. I don't want to completely lose the first one here because it has a lot more practice. So I want to follow the good and the beautiful, to teach concepts and have a bit of fun, and then go back and forth to have more exercises in this book here, and maybe do the test as well in this book. So we'll see how we do this year. I will keep you posted. That's a bit of my update on the curriculum and the change we had to do. But other than math, the rest is going extremely well. They really enjoy continuing to read on All About Reading. We are going pretty quickly through the level 3, so I'm hoping to be able to start level 4. I'm guessing probably around the February time frame. So that's going well. Handwriting is going well if they don't go too quickly writing. But it's going okay as well. They are loving geography. That's fun. That's it. You've got colors, shapes, maps. So they are really enjoying this. And we're progressing. I've got a grammar book as well, even more. That they're doing quite okay. There's always a little thing at the bottom they can color, so it makes the whole page much easier to do. That's the thing. At that age, at least with mine, I have to find something that includes some fun exercises, coloring, play, to make it go through and easier to do, not too scholar. So we'll see how it goes over time. I'm hoping the more they grow, the less coloring, but at 8 they still do. So maybe I chose a few two scholar approaches with my adult eyes instead of having the eyes of a child here. So here are a few examples, some pages of our math book, starting with the not so fun book that has quite a bit of practice, as you can see in the back. So a bit repetitive and I guess a bit boring without colors for the kids. And this is lesson 1 for the good and the beautiful for level 3. So you can see it's colorful, pictures, stories. I really like the mountains to read numbers. I thought that was a smart exercise for the kids. And they really like it. See, after that you get a few practices, number placements, colorful pictures, more review activities here, a bit of coloring on the side while using logic. And here is just moving a few chapters ahead and starting to learn multiplications using here Honey Nut Cheerios. So it was actually kind of hard to keep enough Honey Nut Cheerios, not eating them, to do the multiplications, but we did. And here is just some fun with geometrical figures. As you can see, they like it. Yeah, even the cat is enjoying multiplications, huh? But here is a good example of lesson 5. I really like here because they very often start with little tricks on how to do things faster and how to think mental math. Then it's a bit of reading, then the kid is practicing some more here. So it's a mix of reading and practice just to start the lesson. So I hope this is useful for you. If it is, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I try to keep you updated on my homeschooling experience here. Thank you all for watching.